Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the info session about the EU Center and EU-related programs at Korea University GSIS and DIS. I think we can all turn on the microphone as well as the camera so that we can see each other. So everybody, please turn on your camera so that we can see each other.
There.
Well, for about 1 hour, we will have this session, started by the introduction about the EU Central activity, followed by the introduction about the EU Society, as well as Europe program provided by KIEP and Korea University, which is called the GPAS program, Graduate Program on Area Studies. Before we go further, I'd like to introduce some important persons involved in this project. Professor Jae-Seung Lee, there is Professor Jae-Seung Lee. He is a very rare expert on the EU politics in Korea. And he's Jang Monet Chair, which is a title provided by the European Commission for internationally renowned scholars specialized in EU studies. He was also a Dean of DIS and GSIS until the end of February, and he's now a little bit freer to have more interaction and discussion with you. Okay. And there is also Professor Yoon Seung-hwan, research professor at the EU Center. He's general manager of the program and also EU Center. And we have Im Ha-eun, senior assistant at the EU Center. And we have Park Hye-yeon, junior assistant at the EU Center, as well as we have Hwang Yun-jae. Hwang Yun-jae is a student at the GSIS, and he's assistant for GPAS Europe program. So all of us, 6 persons are involved in this project, and I'm very happy to introduce some benefits, some programs you can enjoy by participating in our projects and programs. Okay, let me share my screen so that you can see visually. Just a moment. Can you see my screen? Can somebody tell me?
Yeah, it will share.
Okay. This is introduction to Jang Monet EU Center of Excellence and Kiev KU GPAS Europe program. This is our center is called the Jang Monet EU Center Jang Monet Center of Excellence. And also we are in charge of Kiev KU GPAS Europe program. Unfortunately, Kiev KU GPAS Europe program is exclusively for Korean students. So that in very small part of this program, international students can participate. And we are giving some opportunities for them to participate. But the majority of the GPS program, GPS Europe program, is thought to be serving the interests of Korean students, so that we have put the introduction of this program at the end of this session, so that international students, after having heard about the information on Jang Mon-ae Center of Excellence program, they can leave or they can stay as well if they would like to stay. It's free for them to stay, right? So that we will start with the Jang Mon-ae Center of Excellence first. Before we introduce the Jang Mon-ae Center of Excellence program, we would like to briefly overview the EU Center as well, right? So Jang Mon-ae EU Center of Excellence at Korea University is Jang Mon-ae project managed by the EU Center. We have started our EU Center in 2014, and from that time on, about 7-8 years now, we have been continuously doing projects, programs on behalf of the European Union. And the European Union is a major funder of our activities, we can say. So first of all, we have set up the EU Center called KU Kiev SBS EU Center, and we have operated it in the period to 2014 to 2017. And before this project was ended, we were awarded a very big project called Jang Mon-ae Network Project, NEAR project. And we have operated this project for 3 years. And then we have Professor Lee, Jae-sung Lee, was awarded Jang Mon-ae Chair as of September 2018. And as of 2019, we have been awarded 3 additional projects. One is the Jang Mon-ae Center of Excellence. I'd like to introduce you in more detail. And another one is another big project, Jang Mon-ae Network Project, we call SPEAK project. The NEAR project and SPEAK projects are all about EU-Asia relations, right? So that the Korea University's EU Center is very specialized in EU-Asia relations. And another third project is the Jang Mon-ae Chair project awarded to me. Actually, I was awarded the Jang Mon-ae Chair project in 2013, and then another time, second time, 2019. So we are doing this project, this Center of Excellence project, SPEAK project, and my Jang Mon-ae Chair project still. And the Jang Mon-ae Chair project of Professor Lee ended last year. Okay, that is what kind of programs we are running at the moment on behalf of the European Union. On top of that, we have a GPS Europe program, which will be explained at the end of this session. These are current projects, right? So for Jang Mon-ae Center of Excellence, we have been awarded 100,000 euros. For Jang Mon-ae Network Project, 300,000 euros. For each Jang Mon-ae Chair project for Professor Lee and me, we have received 50,000 euros. And these are all for 3 years. Jang Mon-ae EU Center of Excellence key activities, we are very keen to provide opportunities to students. Number one is in convening academic essay contests. 2019, 2020, 2021, we have been awarding on an annual basis 3 students and 3 teams of graduate and undergraduate students awarded every year, right? So probably this year we have another round of academic essay contest. And also the EU Society at the KU GSIS is supported by the Jang Mal Center of Excellence program. And in this EU Society, we have also opportunities for undergraduate students as well. I saw a few undergraduate students participating in this info session, and the undergraduate students can participate in this program and the activities of EU Center in different ways, but this EU Society is one very exclusive opportunity for the DIS students. You can have interactions with the GSI students, and currently we have something like 40 to 45 students participating in the EU Society program, and each week they are meeting for seminars, and if the condition is allowing, you can have some retreats during the vacation period, so that you can have some membership training as well, and some cultural activities are also supported also. Summer school courses are provided in the summer vacation, and this is for DIS, Division of International Studies, so undergraduate program. 2020, 2021, we have provided European economics, contemporary Europe course, and in each time, 28, 22 students from DIS and also some other departments were participating. And graduate students have some additional opportunities to participate in international workshops. Originally, we have been cooperating quite closely with the USA AP, EU Studies Association of Asia Pacific. So some 10 countries in Asia Pacific region, they have all EU studies associations. So association where scholars are participating as full members. Every year, this association is convening international conference, alternating places. Last year, we had this seminar in Australia. The year before, we had it in New Zealand, China, Japan, Thailand, Malaysia. These are all participating countries for the EU Studies Association of Asia Pacific. And this year, the international conference is convened in Korea, right? So because of COVID-19, we could not send the students for health reasons, so that we have been doing some online participation for students. So in OD sales network in 2020 and in 2021 user IP conference, we have been participating online, right? Because we were not sure whether we could send the students to these venues, so that we have decided to be online. We have also domestic conferences. In 2020, 2 conferences were held, and the EU Center was providing some financial support for these activities. And another very important activity is distinguished lecture series. We have had this is Croatian ambassador, and this is the EU ambassador, and we invited very prominent politicians, practitioners, and experts for the distinguished lecture series to enrich your knowledge about the European Union Asia-EU relations, and also some general European affairs. Okay. And also we have SPEAK projects, and in SPEAK projects we have been teamed up with 4 other universities in Asia and Europe. One is Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. Second, Uppsala University in Sweden. Rural University of Bochum in Germany, and also University of Marie Curie Skłodowska in Poland. They are all very representative international universities in Asia and Europe, and we were very happy to host this project. And another project is Network Researchers Workshop. And when we do this workshop, we are alternating places, and we are inviting some prominent scholars and practitioners. And also we provide some opportunities to junior fellows, PhD candidates, and in some cases also master candidates as well. SPEAK Research Fellowship is provided in total of 20 PhD candidates or young PhD holders. And in 2020, 15 PhD candidates and teams were awarded this fellowship. SPEAK research publication, we are publishing the results of our academic activities in the form of a monograph and also special issues in academic journals. And finally, we would like to have a final international conference in June in Brussels to disseminate the results of our activities. As I introduced, we have that's me, Sung Park, Professor Lee as Managing Director of the EU Center, and Professor Seung-Man Yoon as the Secretary General, and Im Ha-eun is a project assistant, and also Park Hye-yeon is also another project assistant. So, and not attached to the EU Center, but one other assistant is Hwang Yun-jae, who is assisting to operate the GPS Europe program. That much is about the EU Center and also Center of Excellence activities. If you have any questions, I'd like to answer to you. So we have a website, we have YouTube channel, and we have also Facebook, we have Instagram. So frequently visit, please, these SNS and sites so that you are informed and you are not missing the opportunities we are providing for your benefit. So any students, if you have any questions about the Center of Excellence activities, please ask me right away.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Is there a program for PhD students? As you mentioned, there's a fellowship program that the PhD candidate can participate. So can you?
Yeah, no, the fellowship program is exclusively sought for PhD students as well as young PhD holders, as well as we have in GPS Europe program. The GPS Europe program is designed for Korean students, and there you can participate as PhD candidates. So in all programs of GPS Europe, you can participate if you are Korean student.
Thank you.
So if you have a question, then please identify yourself and then ask your questions, okay?
Yeah, Professor, thank you. This is Azim. I'm from GSS. I'm a quick student now in here. So I have
Okay, you are a PhD candidate?
no, yeah, I'm just running my master's program in here.
Okay.
So like you said, is it only for the Korean student can apply for the PhD fellowship, or there is any chance for the international student, especially in the South Asian student?
So the Speak Research Fellowship, you can participate as a PhD candidate, right? But in GPS program, which will be explained later, in GPS program, the GPS program is exclusively designed for Korean students because the fund is coming from the Korean government exclusively for Korean students, so that we have very little room to maneuver, right? So that we cannot provide any opportunities to international students. However, Speak Research Fellowship program, and you can participate. And also, our EU Center is a partner for another team which has applied for another major funds. If it's accepted, and we can start our project in September of this year, then this is not only for Korean students, but for international students as well, right? You can participate. There is no exclusive program for South Asian students. But you have, as you know, in GPS program, we have also GPS Southeast Asia program, right? And you can ask the assistant or professor in charge of Southeast Asia program, GPS Southeast Asia program, right? Whether you can participate in there. Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah. And there was another question about duplication or the overlapping benefits, right? Whether you can enjoy one benefit here in this program and another benefit from other program. You can do, but not in GPS Europe program. In GPS Europe program is meant to be more evenly distributed to students, right? So that the double benefits are not awarded to a single student. But if you are agile and if you are active, then you can participate in this Europe program, right? So that is possible, but not within one GPS Europe program. That is not possible. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yes.
my name is Maya. I'm a graduate student at GSIS.
Okay.
I was wondering about the EU Society and the opportunity to be published in the journal. And I was wondering if you could elaborate on the selection process.
Oh, yeah. That is to be introduced right after my first session by a student representative, Vanessa. Vanessa is here, and she will have a discussion with you about that.
Thank
Wait
you.
a minute, right? Vanessa, is it right?
But I don't know about the selection. I will introduce EU Society, but I don't know about the selection
Oh, yeah,
process.
selection process for journal paper, you mean?
Yes.
Basically, what we have done so far is number one, the paper should be you have to be a member of EU Society, number one, right? Number two, you have to participate in activities of your society. And you have also opportunity to present your paper within the meetings of EU Society. And you develop this presented material into a paper. And then this paper is eligible. We gather the papers submitted for the publication in the journal of EU Society. And then we evaluate whether this paper is publishable or not. Right? That is how we proceed with this publication in the Journal of the EU Society.
Thank you. Could I
Okay,
just
Maya?
ask? Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Can I just ask then if I were to write a paper for a EU class, would that
Yeah.
be eligible for the journals?
Oh, yes. If you presented a paper in your class and you further develop this paper for presenting in the EU Society meetings, as well as for the publication in Journal of EU Society, then it's eligible, right?
Okay.
Not
Okay.
in the same form, but you have to further develop that.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Mhm. No further questions?
Sorry, sorry, Professor. I have another question. Like, what is the last date of this submission? Like 30th June, maybe I got some.
What
The-
for the paper publication
Yeah.
will be announced. Will be announced in due time. But regularly we have collected the papers by the end of June or July. So that's depending on the schedule and depending on our activity plan, right? Announcement will be made. So if you do not have any further questions, we can go over, and I'd like to hand over my microphone to Vanessa. Why don't you explain the EU Society? You can use your share screen as well.
May I have just 1 second?
Professor Lee, yes.
Yeah, to introduce the cousin of EU Center. Well, the GSI's Korea University has, I can proudly say, one of the best European programs in the Asia Pacific at least. And so we have Germany EU Center, we have GPAS program, plus we also have a nice cousin called the Nordic Benelux Center. It covers 3 Nordic countries and Belgium, of course, European Union included, and Netherlands and Luxembourg. So the center is also located in this building, the 4th floor. And from time to time, we organize event together. So I'm currently directing the Nordic Benelux Center, and also I'm happily joining in the EU Center. So this is basically the family, cousin, brother, whatever you want to call. So feel free to to go back and forth, and you have free. We are working very closely, so you can take also advantage of a number of activities such as the special lectures and other key events of Nordic Benelux Center. Okay.
Thank you, Professor Lee. Is it all clear about the Jangmone Center of Excellence, right? Then we can give the microphone to Vanessa to explain about the EU Society. Why don't you start?
I'm just trying to, here. Okay. So Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Vanessa, the president of the EU Society. And yeah, I'll just introduce the society to you. So EU Society is a society run by and for KU GSIS and DIS students. However, all KU students are eligible for participating. And this is just a society for anybody who is interested in Europe or specifically the EU. And yeah, we just want to enhance interest and knowledge about the EU and want to offer a platform to people to hold discussions about EU and Europe related topics. And yeah, we will provide opportunities for students to not only meet with other students interested in the similar topics, but also give you the opportunity to improve your presentation and writing skills. So the main activities are the weekly or bi-weekly meetings. So we will have student presentations, and so some students just present on a topic they want to present on just during the presentation, but other students will also present on their thesis topic or on the topic of the journal, or maybe on a topic of a paper they publish or they write for a class. So usually the students presents on the topic for about 20 minutes, and then we will hold a discussion. The meetings will usually be up to an hour, usually a bit shorter, depending on how long the discussion is. And we also try to do cultural events such as language exchange, or last semester we did a quiz on Europe and EU history mainly and culture. And we will also watch a movie related to European culture and history. And yeah, we will see, maybe we can also do some excursions depending on the situation. And if there will be anything offered because of COVID that we can do. And yeah, as already mentioned, there's the paper that's to publish for the Journal of the EU Society. And yeah, as said, the paper will be accepted at the submission will be accepted at the end of the semester. And then I think it will be published in summer. And the students who publish the paper will get a small honorarium. And yeah, and then there are also special lectures by the EU Center and GPAS, which are not related to the EU Society, but just to inform you, you will probably get emails about those. So aside from the academic activities, we also offer exam support for the midterm and final exams. Yeah, as mentioned, we might do excursions, maybe related to EU or Europe, maybe just so that we can do something as a group, maybe to meet other students. And we will also host an Instagram quiz, I think weekly or every 2 weeks on our Instagram, KUGSIS_EU Society. And yeah, we will just ask questions about the EU or about Europe. And then the winner will get a small coupon, usually for coffee or maybe ice cream. And after each offline meeting, we also offer free dinner. Before COVID, we just went to eat dinner together. Because of COVID, we will usually hand out takeout dinner. However, if we have online meetings due to the situation, then there will not be any dinner. Okay, there are 2 different kinds of membership. So as said, all KU students who are interested in the EU or Europe can join. And then there's the ambassador track and the general member track. The ambassador track, you need to attend 80% of the official meetings and hold a presentation or submit a paper to the journal. And yeah, you will receive a certificate at the end with also mentioning the topic of your paper or your presentation. And as mentioned, the people who publish the journal will get a small honorarium of 100,000 won. And yeah, for everybody who does not really want to commit that much, but still wants to occasionally join the society and participate in the discussions, or maybe you just don't feel like writing a paper or holding a presentation, you can still participate in the society. You will just not get a certificate at the end. So we are planning on doing offline meetings on Wednesday between 5:30 and 6:30 in the International Studies Hall. We will inform you later after you join the society where exactly we will hold the meetings and exactly when the starting date will be, so the date of the first meeting. Yeah, we are planning on doing offline meetings. However, maybe the first two meetings might be online because right now the DIS office cannot give us a room yet for the society meetings. Yeah, however, I'm sure afterwards we will be able, latest from April, I'm sure we will be able to have offline meetings. Yeah, however, if there are no volunteers for presentations, then there will also be weeks without any meetings. We will try to have meetings at least every 2 weeks. And there will be no meetings during midterm and final periods, so you don't need to worry about that. So how you can apply, so here's the link for the Google form. You can also find that link on our Instagram profile, or you can just scan the QR code. Yeah, it's just a Google form you fill in, and I will then contact you and add you to the EU Society group chat when, I guess, shortly before the first meeting, or maybe in a week or something. So yeah, our executive members, you can see here, there's our treasurer, Han, then our vice president, Zhenghui, and me, the president of EU Society, Vanessa. So if you have any questions regarding EU Society, feel free to contact us, or maybe if you have questions about university in general, because you're a freshman, you can also contact us. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, thank you for listening. Here is the QR code to our Instagram page once more. If you have any questions, now is the time.
Yeah, can I ask a question? Yeah,
Sorry, who's talking?
I'm Azim.
Yeah.
Yeah, may the time like the last semester as well, the time is the fixed, or maybe the Wednesday this time maybe change in another days like this, or this time is the fixed for the running semester. The meeting time.
You mean the meeting time is the same as last semester, Wednesday, 5:30 to 6:30?
Yeah, it's the same.
It's the same, yeah. We didn't change it.
Okay.
Any more
Thank you.
questions?
Thank you, Vanessa. I have one complimentary remark. I think, as you might have noticed, the EU Society activity is intersection between Center of Excellence activity and also GPS Europe activities, right? So that in this program, not only Korean students, but also international students have opportunity to participate. As you have seen the composition of the leadership, 2 students are international students and 1 student is only Korean students. So we have quite balanced the number of international and Korean students, maybe more international students, right, in the EU Society. I'm not sure quite rightly, but I was informed that more international students are participating in the EU Society than Korean students. And also here, we have opportunities for undergrad students as well. DIS students, you are also eligible for participating in this EU Society activities, right? You have interaction with the graduate students. You have also opportunities to further be connected to other programs in EU Center of Excellence and also GPS program. Okay.
May I ask another question?
Sure.
Arko?
Yes, thank you. So personally, I already applied through the QR. Once we have done that, do we just wait for like an email for approval, or what's the next step in the application for the society? Thank you.
Yeah, right. You just apply and then you just wait. I didn't add anybody yet to the group chat because the student council also did not send out the email yet about the societies. So I usually just wait until like a week before we plan on starting the meetings, and then I add everybody together. So yeah, don't worry, I got your application.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, if there are no more questions, I'm gonna stop the screen sharing.
So the EU society activities are very independent activities. No professors like me or like Professor Lee are intervening in the operation of the EU society. So you feel very free to manage to participate and the GPS Europe program, as I mentioned, is designed for Korean students, so that if international students you are not confident enough to understand the Korean language, you can leave. If you are interested in knowing what is going on in GPS Europe program, you can stay, right? You are free to stay. So I like to switch into Korean.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
GPS 유럽 프로그램에 대해서 설명을 드리겠습니다. Maya, you have any question?
I'm so sorry. I was just wondering if I could quickly ask, because I've been very interested in the Nordic Benelux Center, and I just wanted to quickly ask Professor Lee if there would be, if they will hold another introduction session to the center.
Well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, we may organize a brief like intro session too. And currently Nordic Benelux Center is also running the YouTube channel, Facebook. So and also we don't use the particular term as ambassador. I didn't want to duplicate the ambassadorship in this building, but we do have some kind of the Nordic Benelux kind of the student gathering, and especially the European student from those countries been gathering very, very actively. So the Belgian student, Dutch student. So and we are trying to galvanize it and try to provide a platform on which the student from those Nordic and Benelux country can easily get together. So yes, was I would talk to the staff at Nordic Benelux Center, and yes, well, if relevant, then we may pop up an announcement pretty soon. And regularly we hold the Nordic Benelux Center Innovation Factory. That's a special lecture session. So feel free to join in those sessions too. Yep.
Thank you.
So you are Maya, you're from Netherlands, like, or?
No, I'm from Norway, and I saw that you had
from
a
Norway. Sorry.
collaboration.
I thought that it was either Norway,
yes.
but yes, well, and yes, we do have a strong interest and strong outreach to Norway. So yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. GPS 유럽 프로그램에 대해서 설명을 드리겠습니다. 이 KIP는 한국의 그 싱크탱크라고 볼 수 있는데 국책연구기관이라고 부르는 기관입니다. Korea Institute for International Policy, 대외 경제적 일을 하셨던 경력이 있습니다. 강문성 교수님, 이동훈 교수님. 그래서 이 고려대 국제대학원에는 그 키예프 출신 교수님들이 상당수가 이제 활동을 하고 있습니다. 그 국제연기기관에서 한국 정부의 예산을 받아서 이 전국에 있는 국제대학원의 GPAS 프로그램이라는 것을 운영을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 우리한테 이제 이 펀드를 주는데 처음에는 유럽, 미국, 중국 이렇게 많은 나라에 주다가 한동안은 이 신흥 지역에만 이 프로그램을 운영하는 걸로 해서 유럽 프로그램은 그동안에 이제 운영을 하지 않다가 새로이 운영하는 라운드에서 우리가 이제 선정이 되어서 지금 계속 한 4, 5년 이렇게 계속 하고 있습니다. GPAS라는 것은 Graduate Program on Area Studies. 그래서 대학원생들의 그 지역, 국제 지역에 관한 그런 연구와 교육을 도와주는 그런 프로그램이라고 보시면 되겠습니다. 고려대학교 국제대학원은 굉장히 자랑스럽게도 2개의 프로그램을 운영하고 있습니다. 하나는 동남아 프로그램. 동남아 프로그램은 곽도원 교수님이 담당을 하시고 이 동남아가 신흥 지역이기 때문에 예산이 조금 더 많습니다. 유럽 프로그램은 주요 지역이기 때문에 여기는 전문가들이 많다는 그런 이유로 예산을 조금 적게 줍니다만 여러분들에게 여러 가지 활동을 제공할 수 있는 예산은 충분히 여력이 있습니다. 유럽 지역 책임은 박성훈 교수가 맡고 있고 행정은 저 2층 행정실에 있는 김민정 선생님이 담당을 합니다. 아까 말씀드렸듯이 담당 조교는 황윤재 석사과정에 있는 황윤재 학생입니다. 지원 원칙이 있는데 보다 많은 학생들에게 고른 혜택을 부여하고 특정 지역에 대한 전문성을 높이기 위해서 재학 기간 동안에 한 항목에 대해서만 지원을 받을 수 있습니다. 특별한 경우에 예외적으로 중복적인 참여를 인정합니다. 저희는 어떻게 보면 한 지역에 대해서 한 번 프로그램을 하고 가는 것이 과연 효과가 얼마나 있겠느냐라는 그런 기본적인 인식을 갖고 있지만 이 국가의 예산을 사용하는 키예프의 입장에서 보면 그래도 많은 학생들이 혜택을 얻는 것이 좋겠다라는 그런 원칙을 유지하려고 합니다. 그래서 저희하고 약간의 이제 그 의견이 일치되지 않는 부분이 있는데 그럼에도 불구하고 우리는 조금 더 가능한 방법을 찾아서 이 유럽에 대해서 관심이 아주 강하고 또 능력이 탁월한 그런 학생들에게는 조금 더 집중적인 지원을 할 수 있는 방법을 모색을 하고 있고 또 지난 한 4, 5년 동안에 그런 경우가 한 2, 3번 정도는 우리가 예외적인 그런 승인을 받아서 그렇게 했던 적이 있습니다. 그래서 참고하시기 바랍니다. 그렇지만 원칙은 고르게 혜택을 준다라는 것입니다. 저희가 이제 2008년에 이 GPS 프로그램을 시작을 했고 동남아 프로그램은 2008년부터 계속 진행이 되고 있습니다. 저희는 한 3, 4년 정도 정부의 시책이 바뀌는 바람에 주요 지역에 대해서 무슨 그 지역 연구를 이렇게 중흥할 필요가 있겠느냐라는 그런 잘못된 생각을 가지고 있다가 지난 한 4, 5년 전에 이 생각을 고쳐서 이 주요 지역을 다시 부활한 그런 경험이 있습니다. 그래서 저희는 그 이후에 계속적으로 이 GPS 프로그램을 동남아, 유럽 2가지 프로그램을 운영을 하고 있습니다. 이 GPS 프로그램 유럽은 특히 이제 장본의 EU 센터가 저희가 여러 가지 EU 프로그램 아까 소개해드렸던 EU 프로그램을 운영하고 있기 때문에 그 시너지 효과를 극대화하기 위해서 EU 센터가 이 관리를 담당을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 지역 연구 전문가를 양성하는 것을 궁극적인 목표로 하고 있습니다. 이 프로그램은 대략 6개로 구성이 되어 있는데요. 나중에 상세히 설명을 드리겠습니다만 강의 개설이 매 학기 2개 이상씩 강의가 개설됩니다. 그리고 장학생 선발을 합니다. 학기당 2명, 총 4명을 선발하게 됩니다. 그리고 인턴십 및 해외 연수, 유럽 지역의 싱크탱크 및 주요 기관, 그리고 서머스쿨에 저희가 파견합니다. 현지 조사 및 워크숍 프로그램을 시행합니다. 저희가 지난 2년 동안 또 앞으로 2년 동안은 이 화해 외교 프로그램이라는 것을 운영을 하게 됩니다. 왜냐하면 우리가 유럽을 공부함으로써 동아시아 또 한국에 얻을 수 있는 레슨이 여러 가지가 있는데 그 중에서 유럽 국가들이 어떻게 화해 외교를 전개를 했고 그것이 어떻게 지금 평화적인 공존에 기여를 해왔는지 굉장히 중요한 토픽입니다. 이재승 교수님하고 나하고는 지난 한 5년 전부터 이 프로젝트를 관심을 가지고 서로 협업하기도 하고 뭐 개인적으로 따로 연구하기도 하고 있습니다만 이 화해 외교 프로그램의 일환으로 독일, 프랑스 등 화해 외교의 현장을 견학하고 현지 조사를 하고 또 거기서 전문가들을 모셔서 여러분들에게 워크숍도 해주는 그런 프로그램을 지금 하려고 합니다. 학생 자치활동 지원, EU 소사이티 활동에 재정 지원을 하게 되고 그리고 특별 초청 강연, 이 특강도 EU 센터와 같이 운영을 하는 그런 프로그램이라고 보시면 되겠습니다. 강의는 이재승 교수님이 이제 이번 학기에 고급 유럽 세미나 2 해서 고급 유럽 세미나 고급이 들어가면 이건 박사과정 프로그램입니다. 박사과정 강의를 하시고 그리고 오창룡 연구교수가 유럽 연합의 정치에 대한 강의 이 두 가지가 이제 개설이 되고요. 2학기는 이제 추후 공지가 되는데 제가 강의를 하나 할 예정입니다. 장학생 선발 여러분이 이제 장학생에 대해서 관심이 많으실 텐데 지난 학기까지는 저희가 1년에 4명을 선발하고 그래서 300만 원씩 지급을 했습니다. 근데 올해는 예산이 약간 깎였습니다. 한 500만 원 정도가 깎였기 때문에 1인당 장학금을 250만 원으로 줄일 수밖에 없었습니다. 그런데 만약에 이제 그 어플리케이션 하는 학생이 적다거나 또는 어플리케이션이 많이 있지만 퀄리피케이션이 안 될 경우에는 이 장학생 수혜자 수를 줄이고 장학생 수혜 금액을 높이는 그런 방안도 가능합니다. 그래서 지원자 수 및 평가 결과에 따라서 차등 지급할 수 있음을 알려드립니다. 그런데 이 장학금을 받게 되면 조건이 있습니다. 조건이 뭐냐면 지역학 서티피켓을 우리 국제대학원이 운영을 하고 있는데 유럽 지역학 서티피켓이 있습니다. 이 서티피켓을 받으려면 유럽에 관한 강의를 3개를 들어야 됩니다. 3개 이상이죠. 그래서 3개 이상, 9학점 이상을 유럽 지역 과목으로 수강을 해야 된다는 그런 이 조건이 붙습니다. 이 3개 과목에 대해서 GPA 4.0 이상을 받아야 된다라는 그런 조건이 붙게 되고요. 그리고 유럽 특강에는 꼭 참여를 해야 됩니다. 우리가 연간 4, 5회 또는 6회까지 갈 때도 있는데 이 특강에는 꼭 참여를 해주셔야 되고 이 장학생 수혜자들은 동남아 프로그램도 마찬가지고 이 유럽 프로그램도 마찬가지입니다만 키예프에서 이걸 꼭 원합니다. 논문 트랙 학생들에게만 장학금을 지급해달라. 왜냐하면 논문 트랙을 해야 이 지역에 대한 지식을 훨씬 더 심화시킬 수 있기 때문에 그렇습니다. 그래서 석사학위 논문을 써야 되는데 이거는 유럽 연합 뭐 이렇게 한정하지 않습니다. 유럽의 지역에 대한 연구만 하면 됩니다. 유럽 지역과 관련된 주제 내용이어야 됩니다. 전공은 불문입니다. 뭐 평화안보, 국제개발, 국제통상 다 허용되는데 유럽 지역에 대한 그런 논문을 써야 됩니다. 그리고 혹시 저희가 스페셜 리퀘스트를 할 때가 있을지 모르겠는데 EU 센터의 일이 좀 많이 바빠서 우리 조교들이 좀 힘겨워할 때는 뭐 자발적으로 이렇게 좀 업무도 좀 도와주고 합니다만 이거는 리퀘어먼트는 아닙니다. 자기 시간을 봐서 또 이웃센터에서 뭐 이웃센터에서 공간이 좀 있기 때문에 여러분들 뭐 한두 명 정도는 와서 같이 공부해도 되고 또 일도 도와주고 하는 그런 기회가 주어진다고 보시면 되겠습니다. 제출 서류가 이런 게 있고 이 지원 절차는 저희가 조만간 공고를 할 겁니다. 뭐 다음 주 정도 아니면 그 다음 주까지는 공고를 해야 우리가 이제 1학기부터 지급을 할 수 있으니까 그래서 공고는 이 국제대원 홈페이지에다 공고를 하게 되고 우리 이웃센터 홈페이지도 공고를 합니다만 주로 국제대원 홈페이지에는 꼭 공고를 하니까 꼭 거기를 봐주시기 바라고 대략 이런 서류가 제출되어야 됩니다. 인턴십 및 해외 연수 프로그램에 대해서 여러분들이 또 관심이 많을 텐데 인턴십은 학기당 1명, 그래서 총 2명을 선발합니다. 유럽의 주요 싱크탱크와의 협력을 통해서 1개월간 인턴십 활동 기회를 저희가 제공을 하고 대략 한 300만 원 정도의 그 보조금을 지급합니다. 해외 연수는 지금 이 크로아티아의 리제카 대학교 거만 써놨는데 왜냐하면 이 리제카 프로그램이 상당히 좋은 프로그램이기도 하고 그리고 이 튜션 피가 그렇게 크지가 않기 때문에 보다 많은 학생들을 보낼 수 있습니다. 그래서 여기 저 참여하는 학생들에 대해서는 대략 400만 원 정도가 지급이 될 겁니다. 왜냐하면 이 학생들은 튜션 피도 지급을 해야 되고 그리고 항공료, 숙박비까지 저희가 일정 부분을 커버해야 되기 때문에 이 인턴십보다는 조금 돈이 많다라는 것을 알아주시기 바랍니다. 이것도 이제 저희가 지원 절차를 우리 홈페이지를 통해서 공고를 하게 될 테니까 앞으로 한 2, 3주 정도는 이렇게 자주 홈페이지를 들러서 이 GPS 유럽 프로그램 또 이웃센터 프로그램에 이미 어떠한 모집을 하고 있는지 꼭 봐주시기 바랍니다. 현지조사 및 워크숍 프로그램 1인당 한 300명 정도에서 3명을 선발합니다. 이거는 유럽 주요국의 화해 외교, 우리가 리컨실리에이션 디플로마시라고 부르는데 이 화해 외교의 현황과 동아시아에 대한 함의를 주제로 이 현지조사 및 워크숍을 실시하게 됩니다. 만약에 지난 2년간처럼 코로나 때문에 해외 체류가 불가능해질 경우에는 저희가 여기 밑에 써놓은 것처럼 소규모 프로젝트의 형태로 진행을 하려고 합니다. 지난 2년 동안은 소규모 프로젝트의 형태로 진행을 해서 교수님들과 학생들이 팀을 이뤄서 어떤 나라, 어떤 주제에 대해서 같이 연구를 하고 학생들은 교수님들에게 또 피드백을 받고 지도를 받을 수 있는 기회를 가졌습니다. 그래서 이제 조만간에 그 연구 결과를 책으로 내려고 하고 있는 과정인데요. 그렇게 되지 않기를 바라지만 왜냐하면 사실 이 현지조사와 워크숍이 너무나 중요한 거기 때문에 그래서 되도록이면은 현지에 파견을 하려고 합니다만 이 코로나 상황이 여의치 않게 되면 그러면 어쩔 수 없이 불가피하게 이 소규모 프로젝트로 국내에서 진행할 수도 있다는 점을 알려드립니다. 유럽 연구회는 저희가 설명을 드렸고 그래서 1학기, 2학기 해서 60만 원씩 120만 원 정도의 그 지원을 하게 되고 또 우리 저 EU 센터에서 할 것이기 때문에 유럽 연구회 특히 이제 EU 소사이어티라고 부르는 우리 유럽 연구회는 그래도 어느 정도 풍부한 정도의 재정을 가지고 여러분들이 다양한 활동을 EU에 관해서 또 유럽에 관해서 전개할 수 있도록 최대한 여러분들에게 지원을 아끼지 않으려고 합니다. 그 다음에 특별 초청 강연은 대략 한 4번 정도 이런 분들을 모셔서 하려는 계획을 세우고 있습니다. 네, 이상입니다. 자, 이제 뭐 마지막으로 여러분들 뭐 질의응답 시간이 되었는데요. 이 질의응답 시간에는 여러분들이 처음부터 그 EU Center of Excellence부터 지금까지 모두 가지고 있는 질문들을 다 해주시면 되겠습니다. So from now on, we are having the Q&A session, but here, not only for this GPS Europe program, but also if students have any questions about the first and second program, so EU Center of Excellence, as well as the EU Society program, then please raise your questions. And also, we are receiving your comments as well, either in English or Korean. You can do both ways. 설명이 충분했습니까?
안녕하세요. 저 강시은입니다.
네.
그 현지 조사 및 워크숍 프로그램 혹시 이번 신입생도 지원 가능한 건가요?
가능합니다.
아, 네, 감사합니다.
이번 신입생들도 모두 다 가능합니다. 여러분들은 어떤 프로그램에 가장 관심이 있습니까? 장학금 받고 싶으신 분들. 대면이 아니라 표시하기가 참 어렵죠. 이 자료는 지금 아마 공유를 중지해도 되겠죠? 네. So international students, you also are able to ask any questions about the EU Center, EU Society, as well as the GPS Europe program, if you have any questions. 한국 학생들은 뭐 편하면 한국말로 해주셔도 되고. 질문이 없으십니까? 없으시면 끝낼까요? 네, 그러면 우리가 모든 활동을 또 모든 모집 공고를 다 이 국제대학원 홈페이지 그리고 EU센터 홈페이지에 내기 때문에 여러분들이 자주 들러서 보시고, 그리고 혹시 무슨 의문사항이 있으면 EU센터가 126호입니다. 국제대학원 1층에 있습니다. 거기 가면 뭐 크지 않은 공간이지만 그래도 여러분들이 윤승환 교수님, 그리고 임하은, 또 박혜연, 이 세 분은 또 뭐 항상 뭐 한 명, 두 명 정도는 계시고, 그리고 황윤재 조교나 또 이재승 교수님, 또 저에게 항상 와서 또는 메일로 이렇게 질문을 주시면 되겠습니다. 또 만약에 EU 소사이어티 활동을 저는 굉장히 장려하는데, EU 소사이어티의 활동을 참여하셔가지고 많은 교류를 하고, 이 대학 생활은 사실은 그렇게 풍성해야 됩니다. 여러분들 또 친구들 만나서 또 뭐 이런 학업뿐만이 아니라 이 EU 소사이어티에서는 만약에 시간만 주어지고 사정만 허락하면 방학 때 1박 2일도 여러분들 보내는 그런 자금도 있고 하니까 재정 지원도 저희가 해줄 겁니다. 그러니까 뭐 가서 허심탄회하게 공부도 하지만 또 멤버십도 다지고 하는 여러 가지 기회가 주어지기 때문에 EU 소사이어티 활동에 참여하시고, 그러면서 자연스럽게 또 EU 센터와 접점을 늘리고 또 GPS 유럽 프로그램에도 참여하고, 이런 식으로 기회를 많이 가지시기 바랍니다. 우리 이재승 교수님하고 박성훈 교수는 특히 이제 이재승 교수님이 하시는 말이 있는데, 이 교수님 이 두 가지의 우리 말씀을 한번 해주시죠.
네, 요새 전만큼
그 여러 그 여건들이 썩 좋지가 않아가지고 그 집행진 차원에서는 좀 고민을 늘 하고 있습니다만은 예로부터 그 내려오는 전설이 있습니다. Okay, well, there has been a long kind of legend in the EU Center, and the legend says you will never, well, at least you would not miss two things in the center. One is you will never be boring, and second, you will never be hungry. So you will never be boring, never be hungry at the EU Center. So in Korean, 언제나 EU 센터에 오시면은 재미있고 먹을 것도 많은 그런 그 즐거운 곳입니다. So the EU Center, yeah, it is 21st century paradise, some kind of. So I may end up like that.
Sorry, Professor, can I ask another question?
Azim?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Professor, that you said that there is an international conference which will held in June. So two selected for the postgraduate student will be participate. So how the requirement to attend those? What is the requirement to participate those?
Which international conference are you mentioning?
Yeah,
Which one?
that will.
User IP?
Yes, yes.
Oh, user IP. The international conference is actually in July, in the first week of July. So 5 to 7 of July. And there will be an announcement. I think for that you could be assisted by Professor Yoon. Professor Yoon can explain you in more detail. But what I can tell you is that the graduate students are eligible to participate. You have to submit a proposal, and the proposal should be approved, and then you have to submit the final paper in due course, right? There is some schedule, and Professor Yoon will explain you in more detail. Pay a visit to his office, the number 126 of GSIS.
Okay, Professor. Thank
Or
you.
send him an email
Okay.
about that, right? And also, I will discuss with Professor Yoon that some announcements about the international conference could be made in website of GSIS. Okay.
Yes, Professor. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. You are a very active student. Azim, where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Why don't you pay a visit to me?
Yeah,
sometime?
Professor, I choose you as my research professor, but I did not. I am a Koikai student as well.
Ah, you are Koika student. You are my advisee.
No, yeah, I choose you because we have 3 professors to choose, but I choose you the first one, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Right.
Another one. Yeah.
Because I was doing a project for Bangladesh last year. So I like to have some opportunity to discuss with you on your country.
Oh, that's great, Professor. Yeah.
Okay. Let's exchange emails.
Yeah. Okay, Professor. Yeah. Thank you. That's great.
May I ask one question to Professor Sung Park?
Yes.
Hello, my name is Dahili, and I'm actually not a part of KU GSIS. However, I'm currently enrolled for another master's degree program in International Development Cooperation. I found this event through Instagram, and I was highly interested in Chang Monnet Center in KU, because I participated in Model EU before. And I was wondering, as a graduate student of another university graduate program, whether I can also participate in like any forums, or I know you mentioned that the event happening in June, but are there other programs that I can possibly participate or apply for?
If we have, I mean, I don't know, I'm not quite sure whether we have this program or, already done, but academic essay contest. So in academic essay contest, a number of students, not of Korean University, were participating in the past, so that you can submit your paper and you are evaluated. And if the quality of your paper is high, then we have awarded the award, right? The prize. And you can also participate in, but GPS program is exclusively for KU GSIS, right? In EU Center of Excellence, a few programs are, but I think there is one possibility that you can participate in the essay contest program. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Which university are you in now?
I'm in Handong Global University for the
Handong
master.
Global University, yes. Do you have no GPS program?
Actually, through this Zoom meeting, I just found out that there are some other GPS program in Busan-dae and
Yeah,
really amazing.
Where Busan-dae, Seoul-dae, they have some programs.
Yeah, I wish I had known earlier.
Mm. Other students, other questions? Please keep contact with Professor Yun so that you can discuss some other opportunities. So in case of no further inquiries or questions, we would like to finish this session. Thank you very much for your interest. And thank you very much for your very interesting and valuable questions. And if you have any further questions or inquiries, please feel free to contact us. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.